What's up, Devils? J-Dog back. Knock out a fucking video real quick. Fucking about half hour to an hour here. Gonna be running out to see Merciful Fate in Detroit. Hopefully fucking meet the king. Doubt I fucking will. So we'll see on that. By the time you see this video, we'll know if I have or not. Bringing my first Sacrifice 12-inch picture disc. Just in case, have them signed it. A lot of you devils probably never seen it. It was it was an early Rika Death Records uh releases put out before even did the fucking Rika Death label name. How do I know? Because I know the fucking person that does it. That's why. And so yeah, bringing that. It's got the sick ass fucking photo of King Diamond from like I think it's from 81 or 82, super early on. So I'm gonna bring that. Doubt King's ever. Well, I want to say Doubt King's ever seen it. Maybe somebody else has had them sign it, but there's only 300 of them made. Came out about let's see, I got that about 15 years ago, probably something around there. But anyways, gonna bring that just in case, because I'm not gonna bring a box full of shit and bother them. So hopefully bring that, get it signed, and get a photo. But you know, J Dog, he'll get fucking butt fucked in the ass and walk out of there Eeyore style, goddamn shoulders slumped, head down, got nothing. They probably won't even have 2XL t-shirts for all. I'll walk out there in love and Krisiun style, goddamn it. Anyways, before I fucking get out that, want to answer a few quick questions. So let's see the hell we're getting on. What we got in here on the video, I just brought up the Hell's Headbangers customer question answered on camera. Oh yeah, so Yazin, I'm sure I'm butchering the fuck out of your name. Sorry about that, man. But I believe it was him. He sent me an email. Anyways, see you all the way at the bottom. We got what is this? Andy Barker. Everything after the first two Maiden records is for posers. I don't know if I'd go as far as saying that, man. Gay cowboy posers. How are they cowboy posers? Fly on your wall like an eagle. Homo. You got 8 replies. What the fuck did they say? Goat man laughing my ass off. I mean, I don't agree with the statement, but it is pretty fucking funny, nonetheless. See, that's why I don't understand, like, women, the Pantera guys, or the Slipknot fan guy, #1 or whatever, they come over here and they get kind of defensive. Or the Celtic Frost guys, they were the fucking worst. It's like, if somebody disagrees and has an opinion, like, you can come shit out, rip on Impaled and shit. I don't care. I mean, I like multiple albums by Iron Maiden. I don't care that he doesn't or he thinks it's cowboy posers. First time I heard that. I mean, I can laugh at it. It's funny. You know what I mean? So I don't know why it never made sense to me where these guys get defensive. Just like Donna the Dead, when he called me up, checked out that God Dethroned you recommended on your channel. I gotta say, that was unlistenable. Keyboards, get the hell out of here. I mean, I thought it was funnier than fuck. I wasn't like, oh man, where's the fuck this guy? Like, who cares? They're supposed to have different opinions. We're not a bunch of fucking robots that's supposed to agree on everything, so it makes it fun. If we all agreed on everything, there would literally be nothing to talk about. Yeah, man, I like it. Yep, like it. There's no question. Just put it out. It's good, right? But anyways, yeah, the people just they're not even on topic. His replies. Well, even Brisket, you got a point there. After Killers, Power Slave, and Peace of Mind. He didn't say Peace of Mind at all. He said after the first two, brah brah. So I'm assuming he just likes the first singer. Why am I not before Bruce Dickinson? The Paul Di'Anno. I'm assuming he only likes his shit. That's the vibe I'm getting. Which, going back in the later, like probably last 3 years, listening to Iron Maiden, because I have a decent amount of Maiden releases, shit like that. I think I do like the first 2 albums the most. I always said Peace of Mind is probably my favorite as a whole. It still might be, but I really do like those first 2 albums quite a bit. Hell, even the ballad songs are pretty goddamn good. Was it Phantom of the Opera and all that on there? Yeah, I think those records are really good. I never didn't like them. I always liked them, but I always thought the Bruce Dickinson. When I heard people say Paul Di'Anno, that's the best era. I'm like, I don't know about that. It's good, but I don't know. I think I'm starting to go in that category myself. I think I do like the first 2 albums most. But as far as outside that, I really my favorite is probably Peace of Mind. Anyways, only thing after Killers, Power Slave, and Peace of Mind is the only thing they did good after that. Everything should have been cut to 2-song EPs. Now, I don't agree with Human Brisket either, but at the same time, I definitely think they're over fucking praised. They definitely have filler songs in some of their quote unquote great, like Number of the Beast. It's a good album, but when you listen to it, all the songs are it's not a 10. It's by no means a fucking 10. There's kind of some, I don't know if I'd call it filler, but just mediocre songs. Songs right. I don't think any songs I think on there suck. You're just kind of like, it's okay, as opposed to like of that same genre, Dio Holy Diver, I think every song on that album is fantastic. I don't think every single song on um, fucking what did I just fucking do? Number of the Beast is fantastic. Um, that's why I always said peace of mind for the most part. I think that the reason I've always said that was my favorite album is because it's got the most songs that I think are tens or close to it, and I don't even think every song on there is a 10. Might be a couple like 7 or 8s, but for the most part, it was a perfect album. But number the reason I bring that up is because for a while there, at least as a kid, I always consider that kind of like their most popular album, or at least I assumed it was. Not saying it was. I mean, I'm talking about 13, 14 years old. Maybe just because I always saw the cover a lot, so I assumed it was. Whether it is, I don't know. What is the most popular albums based on album sales? Like what sold the most? For example, with Deicide, I'm pretty sure it's Legion. Although it seems like, based on the band's preference, it seems like their most popular album and crowd reaction. I'm getting the vibe it's actually Once Upon the Cross. I personally like Once Upon the Cross more than Legion myself, but all the old devils like. I mean, Legion's fantastic. That's a 10 as well. But I'm just if I had to go to an abandoned island and only pick, and you can only pick Legion or Once Upon the Cross, those are my two options only. I'd pick Once Upon the Cross personally. But kind of like that. Or what's the top selling Cannibal Corpse album? Is it The Bleeding? I want to say that. Morbid Angel. Wasn't it Domination? Which is like fucking weird as hell. How's that? I thought that album. I don't know if I'd go as far as saying it sucks, but at the same time, it kind of sucks in my opinion. I think Formula's Fatal Flesh sends that goddamn record home on a stretcher, personally. But anyway, so with Maiden, what is the top selling record? I always assumed it was Number of the Beast, but that's based on nothing. That's just little kid J Dog. I'd never seen stats and shit like that. The Cannibals and the Deicide and the Morbid Angels. I've actually been physically told that. I don't know if it's true or if that's outdated information, but I have been told that. And but I don't know. I didn't actually see it in fucking writing, so it could be complete horseshit too. Human Brisket, bro. I thought it was more songs like "Can I Play with Gayness?" That's what I have, dude. That's what I got. That "Can I Play with Madness?" But that's on Seventh Son, right? Seventh Son. That's a. I own it, but it's kind of like I guess the album's okay. But that "Can I Play with?" They always play "Can I Play with Madness?" I was like, yeah, more like "Can I Play with Gayness?" That song is horrible. It's a little bit better than bands like Creed, Stain, and the Foo Fighters, Foo Fighters, whatever the fuck that shit's called. Red Hot Chili Peppers, all that shit, all that 90s fucking rock, Tool, all that crap. Can I Play with Madness is a little bit better than that. It's for that camp. I cannot stand that song. And for whatever reason, they think it's a banger because I don't own a lot of Iron Maiden bootlegs. I own a few. And a couple, I think one maybe official live LP, maybe one or two official live. But anyways, all the stuff that I have that's post Seventh Son, they always play it live. I'm like, what did you waste a fucking track for on this fucking turd? That was like the worst song in the catalog. Blah, blah. So I've always thought that that song is like nails on a chalkboard. Cannot stand it. Anyways, let's get some goddamn questions. Even answer a single fucking question. But I thought that was kind of funny just seeing it. Life Eternal, question marks. What band do you think has the strongest merch selection? Strongest merch selection? Well, I'll see what the fuck Merciful Fates is tonight. I mean, theoretically, they should have a strong. If it's Weak as Piss, I don't know. Don't hold me to it. I mean, I only seen Merciful Fate once in my life, and that was in 1999 on that fantastic Banger 9 album that I guarantee those fucking chomos ain't gonna play a single song off tonight. And I just want to bitch slap the hell out of them over. That annoys the fuck out of me. Cut Satan's Fall and put goddamn Sold My Soul or Burn in Hell or Buried Alive. Buried Alive is probably my favorite song on the album, too, in case you happen to give a fuck. They're going to play that? No, fuck no. They're going to play 12 Minutes Satan's Fall, which is a good song, slightly overrated, but played every goddamn show since, 1982? Heard it, goddamn it. I got tons of bootlegs that's on there. Never heard Buried Alive, though, goddamn it. Where did they play Buried? I think they played Buried Alive maybe on the tour, though, the 9 tour. But anyways, they probably won't do that. But theoretically, so that's the only time I've seen Fate, so I can't remember what their merch line was. But they're back and everybody loves them now in 2022. I would assume they have a decent merch line. Seeing Cannibal Corpse and that banger package tour with Immolation and Dark Funeral, all fucking bangers. Because literally all three of those bands, I like every single album by it. Now, don't be wrong. I don't like every Immolation album as much as, the first three or something like that. And I don't like every fucking Dark Funeral album as much as my favorite is the third album, actually, Diabolus Interium. But I like every album. I own every album. The new album, I did listen to the new Dark Funeral album. We got them in time. just the CDs. Hopefully, there's a nice colored vinyl, and if they sell them at the show, I'll actually buy the vinyl there. Never met any of those guys either. I'd like to meet Lord Airmont, aka Lord Dickemon, according to Dwayne Morris back in 2001, or not 2001, whatever, 2003, I think. Lord Dickemon, because he was an asshole when he met him. I don't have a shirt on. That's what he fucking said. Shut the fuck up. Don't get all pissy over here and saying something stupid. I never met him personally, but I thought it was funny, God damn it. Anyways, but the new album I did, We Are the Shadows, or We Are the Apocalypse, is that what it's called? I listened to it 3 times. I thought it was pretty good. Let the Devil In. I thought that was a good song. What's the kind of like ballad? You know what's weird? It's if you want to call it a ballad, they're ballad songs on the last few albums, like their later albums. Why am I drawing a blank? There's one on this where it's a slower song. You know what I mean? It's not really a ballad. It's a dark funeral ballad. I almost would think it's kind of cool if they did a whole album of the ballad songs too, like that they had that. What is God damn it? My Dreams or what is the couple? They usually play them live too. I think they're really good. But if they're doing a full album, 10 songs, then theoretically it could get fucked up. You know what I mean? Where it's like, this is getting a little sissy, fucking sucky. But generally speaking, I do like them. Maybe as a bit of freshness if they just did one album like that. But make sure they're all killer songs. But nonetheless, as a whole, I thought the new album was good. But anyways, talking about that too, or Cannibal Corpse, I would assume is going to have a decent merch line, right? I thought there was somebody that really did a good job on merch, though. Deicide had a decent amount of merch. I thought it was a little silly. I did buy the 80. I think it was Paul from Evolver. Did you get the fucking? What did he say? Did you get the $70 blanket? I was like, I got the $80 blanket. He's like, oh, $80 or something like that. The Deicide blanket. I was on the fence. I'm like, $80. I don't know. And I even asked the guy how many they make. I think he said 100 or something like that. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to buy it for my couch. I was like, it's one of my favorite albums of all time. Why the fuck don't I'll kind of regret it 5 years from now. Just this looks cool as fuck. It's this huge goddamn blanket of the first Deicide album. Thought that was cool. But other than that, when I see the skateboards and the hot sauces and all this other stuff, it's kind of cool, but it's kind of like almost like they're trying too hard too. It's like, what relevance does this have to the band? You know what I mean? I like personally what I like is when it's kind of metal related. But a lot of merch, whether it be a 2 or 7-inch, a patch, stickers, buttons, maybe the metal enamel pins that you put on there, jacket that are shaped, vinyl records for their albums, CDs, hell, even they have their cassettes. If they have a slew of fucking t-shirt designs, not one or two, basically have a tour album shirt, and at least have your most popular albums. Like I think Deicide should always have probably like honestly, probably the first 4 albums always on hand, just shirts. That's what I would do if I was in it. First 4 albums always available with cool designs, cool front, cool back of those 4 albums on tour for their merch sales. And then I would probably, whatever the current album is they're touring for, that design with tour dates on the back. So you'd have 5 shirt designs. If you did that, whoever's doing something closest to that, I'd say has the best merch line. But and I'm sure there is bands that are, doing something similar. And I thought there was somebody on top of my head, but I'm drawing a goddamn blank who. But theoretically, I'll see tonight and Tuesday's Cannibal, like I said. I would assume both those are going to have, pretty good merch lines. And I'm planning on buying a shirt by both. Cannibal, hell, I might be buying a Cannibal Corpse shirt, an Immolation shirt, and a Dark Funeral shirt. As long as it's cool. I don't just buy it these days. Back when in the teenage years when we go shows, I almost always bought a shirt, unless it was just a totally dumb design. I don't do that anymore, but if it's a design I like, I do buy it still to this day. But you got to have a good design. If I'm like, I don't really like it, then I'm not going to just buy it. Super Bob, J-Dog question. The band, I can never pronounce his band name, but we've carried them in stock. I've never listened to Batushka, Batushka. If you can pronounce it, good fucking for you. I can't. Is in town tonight. What do you think of the politics surrounding them? What are the politics? I have no fucking clue. The only thing I know about the name is we carry it in stock. I've never listened to them. Can't pronounce the name, and I'm assuming it's black metal. That's literally the extent of my knowledge on them. And in particular, how the 2 main members claim ownership to their music, and each guy releasing the album under the same Batushka. I know nothing about this, man. Don't know, don't care. I mean, let them hash it out. That's their problem. Spectral Visage. I have the Centurion Demo release, skeleton logo tattooed on me. Well, you do. You spell Centurion wrong. You spelled it with an O, not an A. So can't be that big of a fan. Centurion. If we're talking about the same goddamn Centurion, Centurion demo release skeleton logo tattooed on me, and I like Fat Ball. am I Cavalt or not? Later Devils. Yeah, I mean, if you like both, I don't care. I just give my opinion on Fat Ball. I think I'm personally not a fan of it. I mean, whatever. I just to me, it makes no sense if you watch it if you don't play the game and you're not betting money on it. If you're not doing any of those, if you're just watching it, why are you sitting around watching random guys make millions of dollars? Go out and fucking concentrate on making your millions or getting your life going. It just makes no sense to me. You don't play, so you're not trying to get tips or ideas or motivation, from the pros, because that would make sense if you played even amateur. If you're in high school football, okay, that makes sense. You're that passionate, you're trying to be a better football player. Makes sense that you're into watching it, or you do kind of enjoy to get enjoyment out of the, I guess, the action. Every time I see the goddamn thing, it's a bunch of guys standing around. The ball's in motion for like 3 goddamn seconds, so I don't know where the action's at. I've yet to see any action, but anyways, you like the action, if you want to call that action, and you got money on the line. Oh, okay, then I can see it being kind of fun. If you got $50 to $100 on a game, that I can see being enjoyed by that too. If outside those two things, cool if you like it. I don't give a fuck. I'm not offended. We can still be buds. I don't dislike you over it. It just doesn't make sense to me. That's all. I have friends that do like it, so it's not like I completely hate you or anything. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to me. That's all. Just like if somebody's eating a fucking turd, fucking dog shit turd. Fuck yes, it's good shit. Cool. Good for you. Keep chomping away on that shit. Just doesn't make sense to me. That's all. All I'm saying, goddammit. Yeti Lee. Shout out to you, Rob. I don't think I've ever seen you. Jaywalk. Response to your question marks on the disordered demo. You can't type email address in the comments. They will block it from site. The guy from Disorder probably did not see your comment. You have to mask the email address or tell him to go to your website, YouTube. I don't even know what you're talking about, man. So I'm just gonna skip over this. I literally no clue what you're talking about. Is this something we talked about? Disordered? I talked about them. I don't, anything. I don't recall. My stupid man suit. Yo, J Dog. Does Cat decorate for Halloween? And do you guys even dress up? Yes, on both, but nothing crazy. Like she doesn't like it. This year. She didn't really decorate too much. Did a couple things outside, but in previous years, sometimes she puts again nothing crazy like that. So there's not in the house or anything inside the house, but outside when we hand out candy and shit. Uh, oh, Eric Schneider, the Svart Krisiun reissues, while sounding good, look nothing like the mock-ups. I already owned Ageless Venomous on Picture Disc. So do I. That's what I own is the Picture Disc and a CD. But bought it again. Yeah, I was planning on getting a colored vinyl. That Hells was supposed to get them, but he fucked us in the ass, which is beyond fucking annoying. I even told Chase to get them from that guy, and he's like, "Yeah, sold out." I'm like, because I don't know what the deal is with Svart, and I don't want to shit where you eat, so I'm not ripping on him if anyone likes Svart stuff. We get his stuff, and I'm like, what the fuck is this 90% of the time? Like, either just like he puts out like jazz and like stuff. I literally don't even know what it is. And hey, whatever. That's what he's into. It's cool. And it's somewhat, some of it somewhat sells for Hells. I just find it a little weird. I'm always up for selling shit. I just find it weird because I'm like, how does the metal scene even know about some of this stuff? I was like, hey, I've never heard of it. I was like, there's no way this is metal. And I think it was Chase where someone told me, he's like, oh, he puts out jazz, like Swedish jazz stuff or whatever, maybe Finnish jazz, whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But what does that have to do with the metal? I'm just surprised the metal scene accepts it. Anyways, we get all that crap in that has no relevance or at least stuff that I care about at all. And always get that in stock to the gills. But when he finally, once in a very rare blue moon, because he has, I think he did the Baphomet, was it him that did Baphomet LP a few years ago? Every now and again, he'll do something that holy shit, it's fucking awesome. He does it, and we don't get it. I'm like, we get all your fucking rejects and your turds, at least by my standards. But the one goddamn thing, oh, he did Krisiun, the Ageless Venomous, and he did Assassination. I saw him on eBay. I'm like, what the fuck? Because I have even Assassination, just kind of like the original kind of sucks. I remember there being like no spine on it, just standard black vinyl. Nothing at all impressive, packaging wise. His look much nicer in the mock-ups, like you said. So I don't know. Are they shitty then? But yeah, hashtags where they at? We actually recently got a pack from Svart. I'm like, didn't see no Krisiuns in there. Goddamn it! Like, they're sold out. I'm like, fucking unbelievable. The shit I actually care about, we don't get. Venom has bought it again. It basically is an orange transparent color. Assassination looks like a dirty clear color. The ones I saw online, I can't remember the exact about the what colors they were, but I thought maybe he did more than one version too. Svart usually does. Maybe he did that, and maybe he did I thought they were on splatters, but I saw the on eBay. I mean, could be wrong though. And Paul Chris, he's making a comment about Krisiun too. Paul Krayatz, I agree about Ageless Venomous for Krisiun. The drum sound was complete ass. I agree. As a matter of fact, just talking to the guys recently at the last show, they agree too. Moises was saying, yeah, they can't stand the sound on that. They didn't really, they didn't master it. They weren't in the room when it got done, and basically they saw the finished product when it was out. And they're like, oh, this fucking sucks. They were totally pissed. It's like the engineer and producer completely forgot to add any low end to that record. When I heard some of the songs live, they sounded fucking killer. Yeah, if you could get past that, because I even still listen to that album to this day. The songs are good. They're really, they have some really good songs on there that really stand out. It's just yeah, it's just the sound quality. That's all. But that's an album that would be acceptable to me, which is very rare that there's an exception to this rule. This might be the only goddamn exception. I'm sure there's probably something else out there that I'm not thinking of. That if we're going to re-record this album, I'd be okay with that because the songs are all fucking bangers. So I agree with that. Just the production's ass. Anyways, that's it for this one. The Devils, comments, questions, concerns, you know what the fucking do. Put in the comments box, get an answer up bright and early morning, 6 a.m. Goddamn it, later.